Cool.
All right, welcome. This is Pacific NorthQuest. We have 4 of us here together. We're starting a Fate Core game set in a sci-fi setting of an interplanar travel destination. It is a world of bridges set in space in what used to be an asteroid that has been hollowed out and eventually just mostly gone. In place there is a series of bridges with their own atmosphere and gravity. So we have alien beings, and 3 of us will be playing humans that have gotten here mistakenly from Earth. I will be playing Enzo Zaraya, the owner of Easy Repairs. He's a curious tech with various different skills having to do with constructing things and what have you. And then we also have
Zoe, last name to be determined. In a previous life, she was a journalist, activist, photographer, skater, graffiti artist, freedom fighter of sorts, and after stumbling upon this interdimensional world, she has fallen in with a group of people known as the Messengers. They do serve a messaging sort of service, but they take this opportunity to influence things in this place to their own desires. They are adept at navigating these bridges and the three-dimensional physicality of this space, and in fact they have developed a sort of religion based around speed and pushing oneself to the limit. She was able, with her own skills as a skater and parkourist, to catch on foot one of these people, and that earned her a lot of respect in this group. People have come to see her as sort of the fulfillment of a prophecy of one who would achieve a nirvana of sorts through extreme sports. And then we have
Frederick Armiston. He's a pot-bellied but muscly noodle chef. In a former life, he was a boxer, but after having come to this world about a year ago, he took his skills in excellent noodle making to make the first ever ramen dish here. For there was a plant that grew noodles, and nobody had thought to salt and broth these noodles. So, Frederick made a pretty modest living as a noodle chef, but he sometimes gets tied into various problems in the city. For he can fight very well, and he really likes to stand up for the small guy. And so one problem that has faced Frederick is that he helped Enzo from being mugged from some thugs. By doing that, he beat up some thugs of the Trestle family. And that's all he knows right now.
And that brings us to where we are today, as the wronged thug comes back to take his revenge, coming to the restaurant owned by Frederick by the name of Hot Salty Nudes.
Hot and salty nudes.
This thug named Johnny Rock, who's a low-ranking enforcer for the Trestle family, which is one of the gangs in our world, has come to Hot Salty Nudes, and you can see that he has a black eye as a result of his recent bout with Frederick. And he's brought two thugs with him, and as they walk into the building, you see as one of your servers is trying to speak with him, and he kind of muscles his way past them and goes straight up to you, Frederick, and he says, "Got the jump on me last time. Let's fight fair this time and see how lucky you get."
Are you guys in?
Yeah, and you
the
see
restaurant?
Zoe.
We're probably both in the restaurant.
Yeah, seated at a table. She's very aware of this is going on. You see her giving you a look, and she's starting to stand up very quietly.
I'm probably repairing something in the kitchen, so I hear this going on.
I say, you come into my restaurant and threaten me after what you did out there to that boy. Wait, how old is Enzo?
Enzo's probably like mid-20s.
Okay, I'm like in my mid-30s. So if you did to that boy, come in here to my restaurant. But we'll have words. We can settle this if that's what you want. But we're not going to do it in my restaurant.
Very well. There's a nice shady alley back there. Makes it easier for me because they won't find your corpse rotting.
And when you say that, do you mean it that you don't want to have a fight in this restaurant?
Yes.
Would I know that? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I was ready to give a distraction, and then like you suck a punch it, but yeah.
Yeah, I do not want to
Alright.
fight in my restaurant.
Let's strike that. Enzo's actually young. He's like a prodigy, so he's probably like 16.
Okay.
And he sees that you're squaring up with him. You're ready to.
I'm like,
If I hear this then, or if I see that you're ready to take outside, I'm trying to get outside first, like faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a stealth roll?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have
against
that
some
as
passive opposition here.
okay. So I have that at
Do you need the table?
plus 3?
Actually, that would be active opposition because he would use his notice skill, which he doesn't have, so he's going to be rolling at +0.
Cool. So what do I roll?
So you're rolling 4 d6s,
Okay.
and you're adding your stealth skill bonus to your
And
result.
do I roll
3.
3 more dice, or do I just
No,
add
it's
3 to the
always
result?
add 3. It's always rolling 4d6s.
Always on 46s.
Yeah, that's literally the only roll.
46s, and
Plus
then
3.
So that's a fail,
one success.
One success.
One success, one fail.
One
fail,
minus.
and then 2 neutral. So it equals to 0.
It's
So
just
0,
so
and so
you're
it's
plus.
3. Plus 3.
Oh, you got a 0 plus 3?
Yeah.
So 3.
So you tied with him, so that is enough to succeed with a cost, I think.
Let me look at what a tie is. Succeed at minor cost.
Yeah, so you're able to definitely sneak past without him seeing you, just because the restaurant's busy and there's a lot of hubbub going on.
Mm-hmm.
But what minor setback do you have in doing that?
And this is me just on my way, or getting my way out of the
Did you
restaurant.
forget something in the restaurant, maybe?
Yeah, perhaps a weapon or something.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be minor. Maybe like you forgot your coat or something.
Forgot my coat.
I don't know.
Maybe I left my...
Your wallet.
maybe I left my skateboard.
You left your
And
skateboard
so
in
if I
there.
wanted to retrieve it, it might take me a little longer.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So you make it out, but you're missing your skateboard.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I say, so
Great.
you want to do this now?
I can't wait all week.
Then get out there.
All right. So
And I'm using my provoke. If that, I'm like provoke.
yeah. Well, he already seems like he wants to fight you, anyways.
I'm gonna
If
walk
you-
out from behind and say, "Repair's done."
Hey, thanks for fixing up my grill. Hey, by the way, and I slap you on the back like pretty hard. I don't know if it stings or not.
I kind of
Just
stumble.
like, hey, that one guy who was beating you up in the alley there. You want to get your revenge on him?
I mean, yeah, sure. I got some toys with me.
Get some toys.
Yeah.
What kind of toys?
Just like like a dart thrower and like a little. I got another. I decided the stun vest wasn't a good idea, so I built something else. They're like sticky pads that stun, kind of maybe some numbing stuff. I don't know. I gotta test it out.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I kind of give you a little soft punch on the shoulder. There'll be one of those, the littler of those two buddies. You can get him. I'll take Johnny.
Okay.
And so he starts walking out before you do, and he's getting situated in the alley. It's kind of like rolling his sleeves up, cracking his knuckles, stretching his neck. and you see him come out, and you're hidden from him.
I would imagine I would have gotten maybe up into like an elevated position.
So,
For someone
let
to
me put
climb.
this out here. I just kind of quickly drew this up, but this is what I imagine the area to be like. So this is like the bridge / street right here. That's just like empty air that you could fall off of. This was the restaurant, and then there's a building here, and a little alleyway. So I imagine he's going into the alleyway. So you could possibly be either Zoe up on top of the building, or just hidden behind something in the alleyway.
I would be on the building.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to have you use an overcome roll using athletics to see how easily you're able to get up the U ladder.
Okay, so I can do an athletics roll. Does it being an overcome mean anything special?
It just means that it's going to be you do an overcome when you're like versus passive opposition.
Okay, so just
or like an
roll athletics
environmental
here.
hazard. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to say
Boom.
that
Boom, 2 successes, 1 failure, so that's 1, a total of 5.
that's definitely good enough.
Yep.
I was going to say the passive opposition will be at 1. So yeah, you managed to climb up no problem, and you have a really good vantage point. They don't notice you, and you see them coming out. So there's Johnny and then his 2 thugs.
Oh yeah, by the way, it apparently by fate rules, just not to like break this up, but it says if there's +3 on top of like
Succeed with style.
then it's with style, so you get an additional benefit.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll have you. You have a free invoke of a height advantage.
I was going to say I was planning on doing a attack from above.
So I'm gonna write down some situational aspects on here.
And
You
I would
have
invoke
your
that for a bonus to the roll. Is that a +2?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
You have a height advantage. Other things about this alleyway. I'm gonna say it's like close to dusk. So I'm gonna say it's a dark alleyway. That's just a situational aspect. That's not a free invoke or anything.
So is daylight in this bridge world is like kind of like a bright nebula that like hovers. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of like what kind of color is a nebula? What should we like? What would daylight?
Probably a gradient of like bluish purple.
but it's just like brighter.
Blue, purple, red, orange, just like a gradient, like...
Yeah. But when it's gone, it's just dark.
And
yeah, when it's gone, it's just stars.
second aspect I'm going to do is it's a busy street, so it's noisy here. Easy for you guys to get kind of...
There can also be bridges above us causing shadow, all kinds
Yeah.
of different
yeah,
things.
it's just like a busy area, and so be easy for stuff to get misheard or like not heard. So I'm going to say busy street. And if you guys just want to go straight into combat, we're going to do use your notice skill to determine combat order.
Okay. I go up and crack my knuckles.
Yeah, and I'm letting everyone come out before I make it.
Fail, 2 success.
I just got +1.
So
I also
that's
only have
2.
+1.
So mine is 2 total.
One fail, +2. Yeah, come on.
So I got 0 for Johnny Rock. You got 1.
Awesome.
You got 2. You
I got
got
1.
So you guys are all going to go before. So you guys can decide which one of you wants to go first.
Go ahead.
Well, you
All
got
right.
2, right?
Yeah.
So between you two, decide which one goes first. You both got 1.
You can go first.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
So, I am going. I don't know if this is like something I can do, but I'm like readying like my stance, and I'm like basically preparing for him to like do an attack for like an opening to like counterattack and like pop
Okay.
him right in the head.
So it sounds like what you want to do is
Create an advantage.
actively be defending.
So be defending with the intent of using it as a counterattack.
So I
think
guess
That could be a stunt.
I think created an advantage. Is
Ooh,
what,
maybe that could be a stunt as a counterattack could be, or is that an advantage? Yeah, I mean, what is?
well, I think if you're actively defending, that would be a defend roll, and it would get added on to whatever it would give you a bonus to your defend roll if someone attacks you next turn.
But could I also like counterattack?
So here's what I'll say. The way combat kind of works in this is like if you're attacking someone, you can make an attack roll. Anytime someone attacks you, even if it's not your turn, you can make a defend roll.
Okay.
So you would defend against each attack as it comes.
So
That's
maybe
why,
okay. So
that's why I think you would be creating an advantage. Your advantage would be like your successful defend. Your counterattack. You'll basically get a bonus to your next attack roll.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm creating an advantage for myself
Yeah.
with this. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I could do a stunt, but I feel like that's too applicable to many things. Could just doing a counterattack.
A lot of the fate stuff is creating an advantage. A
Okay.
lot of it, so that you have bonuses to roll, so that you can succeed. Really
And the
well.
advantage is +2, is it?
Yep.
You basically get to invoke it at a later.
Okay,
time.
so I'm invoking.
Yeah,
so it's an
you're-
aspect. It's a
okay.
situational aspect.
I see what you're
But
doing.
it's a free invoke because you already spent an action to create the
Right.
advantage.
So on your next turn, you'll be able to use that
To
plus
invoke
2
that. Okay.
either as a +2 shift in damage if you hit, or no, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm using.
basically
I'm literally
what
just
that
using it for
means.
attack. So do I roll for a defend right now, or am I just in a defense right now?
I think it just counts. Or no,
I'm sorry, I'm confused what you're
To
asking.
Four
create an
actions:
advantage,
overcome,
just
create an
stop it.
advantage, invoke, which is invoke an aspect for free, attack or harm. Okay, so actually, I'm just creating an advantage. That's literally all I'm doing.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
basically have to decide whether you actively want to hit him this turn.
Like, I wanna
or make
defend
it
or create an
easier
advantage.
for you or someone else to hit him next turn.
Okay, I am going to create an advantage. So when he attacks, so my create an advantage is when he attacks, I'm going to like counterattack him. And
Okay.
and try to deck him.
or like
basically.
throw them off balance,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. So
Okay.
that is my action.
Okay, you have a free invoke now of
Off balance.
off balance.
Yeah, off balance to like do a nice right hook in the face.
All right. And then whichever one of you is going first.
I guess it's me. What opposition do we have? Is it just him
It's him and two thugs.
and two thugs?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out a water balloon, and it's gonna be like some sort of like sticky gack that I made,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna try and I'm gonna throw it at their feet and just try and create the aspect of like sticky floor,
Okay.
so that they can't really like
So stuck in place. maybe?
stuck in place.
All right. So you throw.
Wait. How far away are they from us? Not that far.
You guys are all in the same zone right now. You're all in the alleyway, except for you. You're in the next zone up. You're in zone 2, which is on top of the building next to the alley. So you throw your little water balloon of sticky gack and kind of covers their feet in this
Let's.
gooey liquid.
I just realized he's defending, so can I make that like grease instead? Where
Sure.
it's slippery? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So it's slippery instead of sticky. Because I still want them to be able to come and try and attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Zoe,
Okay, that's me.
you see these thugs below you. They haven't seen you yet, so you can definitely get the drop on them.
Yeah, and that balloon, did that just work? So it's just like greasy down there
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, so I'm definitely just going for like an attack from above on one of the thugs.
And you're going to use your height advantage?
Yes. Is that just like a free invoke? Is that how it works? Okay.
It's a free +2. You don't. Yeah, you'd have to use it now, basically.
Yeah, so I'm definitely using that now. And I'm basically going with the intent of like disabling or taking them down. I don't know
So you're-
how that would be represented mechanically.
So you can basically decide whether you're going to kill or just try to knock them out or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I want to take them out of fighting shape.
Sure.
Okay, and is that just a fight roll?
What are you using?
I'm going for a
Do you have a weapon of sorts, or are you using your fists?
This would be I'm I would say that I would have a...
Are you leaping down to like kick him or something?
Yeah, or I would say maybe I would carry like a baton around.
So this would be a
cool.
fight roll.
Yeah.
If you were using a sort of ranged weapon,
Mm-hmm.
then that would be a shoot roll.
Okay. I don't think I would have any ranged weapons.
Okay.
Fast. So this is like a fight roll with a +2 on my normal bonus.
Mhm.
Okay. So fight roll +4.
And then, who are you directing this at? Are you directing it at John or
No,
at the
one
thugs?
of the thugs.
Ooh,
But
nice.
So the way the thugs are going to work is they're a mob. There's 2 of them, so they basically just add their rolls together.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you're hitting both of them. So if you do enough damage to knock one out, you could potentially knock them both out at the same
Well,
time.
I'll tell you right now that I have a 7.
Oof.
All right, so they're gonna roll their defend against you. They are completely mediocre and everything. So
Oh no. By the way, +7 is epic.
Yes. That's 3 out of 4 on the dice.
Pretty amazing.
+2 for the situation.
To-
+2 fight.
It came out to 0.
This is an epic.
So yeah,
Oh no.
you inflict. Tell me what you do. You take them both out.
I'm
Tell me
taking
how
them
you
both
do it.
out. And it's greasy down there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Give me one moment.
Okay.
Oh no.
So they have definitely made a mistake without even realizing it and sort of lined themselves up from where I was, just by pure chance. And I basically just do a leaping jump kick, basically landing on one of them.
Okay.
And I just catch him like right in the neck and the collarbone with a foot. And the force of it, as I like straighten my leg and just kick it, it just sends him sprawling and like flying through the grease, and he hits the other guy so hard that the other guy flips and like does a spin in the air and hits his head on the ground as he's spinning,
Okay.
and they both just go sliding and spinning into the wall, and
Yeah, they're both out. They're both unconscious and bleeding.
Can I have a reaction to this action?
Yes.
Because I think that's the thing. I'm just gonna
Yeah, go ahead.
just like saying like, just you and me now, buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
and that would be in like so my movement.
I
You
feel
can, you
like,
can basically
uh,
move one zone, right?
Yeah.
And so my movement was getting into that zone.
I feel like a good stunt for you, and based on that little line, would be mano y mano, having a
A
bonus.
one-on-one.
Bonus to fight rolls when you are in a one-on-one
Yeah,
situation.
nice. I like that. So bonus. So yeah, mano y mano.
And so I don't know
So
what
on.
consequences that would have. I don't know what other actions I might have available to me at this moment, but
You can
that's what I just did.
move.
The movement was getting-
was
yeah.
included in your
Yeah.
action there. So that's basically all you get to do this turn.
Nice.
But that was you did a lot.
That's
you
fine.
did good.
That's good with me.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So that means I'll get +4 on my next if I use that stunt. If I invoke that stunt. Or-
Yes, but you'd have to spend one of your fate points as well.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway. All right.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Johnny?
Oh yeah, Black Army was next. So,
Crunch, crunch.
excuse me. So
Attack action.
Johnny is suddenly surprised as you come leaping down off the building and take out his backup, and he kind of looks back over his shoulders and he's like, "If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself." And he squares up to you, and he like looks like he's about to start fighting you, but then he turns to you, and he's like, sees you as a danger right now, so he's
That's
coming
fair.
at you,
Yeah.
and
Tell me what to do.
he's going to. I don't have my fate tokens. I can see these. How many is the DM supposed to start off with?
Oh God, you're asking me.
Yeah, I know
At least
it's-
one. I don't know.
Well, I feel like it's a certain amount per
I
session.
think it's 4.
Sure, we'll go with 4.
It
for
might be
now.
the number
yeah.
of players.
Yeah, I mean
Cool,
this is.
yeah, we'll do that actually then.
I mean we're
Yeah, I think
figuring
it
this.
is
We're figuring this out still.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. So he's going to invoke his aspect of don't bring a knife to a gunfight, and he walks over to you and he takes out a knife, and you are currently not ready to fight against him as he has a bladed weapon. So he's going to spend a fate point and get a +2 to his roll against you.
All right.
And he's coming at you with a fight of +4.
Do I roll anything?
And then also his additional +2. You're going to roll a defend roll.
And then you can use any of your aspects if you think they would help you with defend, or any of your skills. Basically, on the back of this.
Yeah.
So he's
You'll
coming
see.
at you with +7.
Oh shit!
This is against a
So you're just rolling a straight up defend.
You can also spend a fate point on the slippery floor.
Yeah, you can use a fate point to add like off balance or
I would. Yeah. Where did I put
slippery floor.
my caps? 'Cause-
Sorry.
Yeah. If possible, I would like to spend a point to invoke the slippery floor to maybe throw off his attack.
Okay, so that's going to add just +2 to your
defense.
Okay.
defend roll.
And is that just a straight roll? Because I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to pick what skill you're using to defend and like what you're trying to do.
Or yeah, I guess you would. Sorry,
Yeah.
you'd be using fight.
Using
defend.
fight. Okay. I'm okay with using fight.
You have to use
or
fight?
athletics actually.
I mean, you can choose. Like, I could have said like.
If
You can use
athletics works, yeah.
Anything
I would
that's
like
listed
to be able to.
Oh yeah,
use
it says
that.
defend.
You can
It says
basically
defend.
tell me what you want to use
Okay.
and then justify.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
different
if it
items.
makes sense to use like athletics to be slippery in a fight, that's definitely what I'm going for.
Okay, so he's coming at you with a knife and he's swinging.
Okay. So
You're
I'll
gonna
have
dodge with athletics.
Yeah, with the invoke, I'm gonna have +6 on this.
Okay.
Is it possible to invoke other aspects too?
Yeah.
Can you only invoke one thing, or you
can invoke as
Like I already
much
spent
stuff
a point,
as you have.
so you can spend multiple points.
So-
at once.
Yeah.
The only thing you only have to spend the off balance and slippery floor. You don't have to spend because they
That's why I
spent
just-
their
that's why I
action
s-
creating an advantage.
and so I just spend that for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we made some free ones. Okay.
The off balance.
So that has been spent.
The off balance was if he attacked you, though. So that
No, we'll
Has
say
an
you're
action.
using the slippery floor.
Okay.
So-
And would it be too generic, like to invoke my need for speed, like my thrill seeking?
no, that could totally be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Given-
explain to me how.
Given that I just made like an extreme acrobatic sort of fighting move, and I'm now suddenly in a situation where I'm fending off someone who has a knife, I feel really alive.
Okay,
And
so you gotta,
in the moment.
so you gotta tell me what specifically
Actually,
are
this
you doing.
so actually I think this might be an appropriate time for like my ability to come into play. To
Okay.
awaken a little bit. Basically, time slowing down for me to where I have a little more ability to react to his attack.
Okay,
If that
so
makes
in
sense.
what scenario is this happening?
This would be defending against sudden attacks, perhaps.
Unexpected attacks?
Yeah, or maybe including things like the sudden drawing of a weapon.
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, what do you want to call that stunt?
What would I want to call that stunt? Zen-like reflexes.
Never surprised.
Maybe expect the unexpected.
Yeah, expect the unexpected.
Okay, where would I put that? Extras?
Under
It's
stunts.
Stunts.
Yeah.
Okay, we can always hatch that out later. And I would spend a point for that.
Yes.
So that'd be a +2. I would have another +2, and then my athletics. Well, that's +8.
So unless you fail
So I'm
a
gonna roll.
lot,
Yeah, we might narrow these down a little bit because that's 2 more successes. So that's 10.
and then a fail, so 1. Okay, so
No,
yeah.
no fail.
Oh, that 3. Oh yeah, so
Beautiful.
2. So 10. Holy shit! So is that 3?
Well, yeah, we're gonna narrow this down a little bit because we'll set some conditions for that because I don't want to be getting +2 to like everything.
Is that 3? So that's 3 over.
Yeah,
That's
so
3 plus.
That's 3. That's 3
Succeed
plus
style.
for that.
I'm sorry?
That is a
No,
succeed.
you got
style.
a +3 because you got +10.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see what that does for when you're defending.
If you need me to look it up, I can look it up.
Possibly.
Defending. Hold on.
Yeah, I do want to be very slippery in
mean,
the fight, and we'll make sure we have very
Well, that's the thing, like,
reasonable conditions under which.
Like, I don't understand how the stress and consequences things works. To be
I
totally
get
honest.
how those work. pretty
Okay,
well.
okay, that's good.
So, like, and if you hit someone and they rolled a 7 to defend and you rolled 10 to hit, they would take 3 shifts of damage.
Yeah.
So if they only had 2
But-
physical stress boxes, they wouldn't be able to take that, so they'd have to take a moderate consequence.
Now, I would say I could only use expect the unexpected, like if they change, like they draw a weapon,
Right.
and then attack,
Right.
like suddenly on that turn. Yeah,
There's a new threat.
yeah. A new threat, yeah.
Context.
That also fits well with your adrenaline junkie fast going, like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a pothole, jump over it. Like,
So if you get the highest result, you win the exchange. If you're rolling directly against other participants, then that means you got the highest rank on the ladder out of everyone. Let's see. Winning the exchange means you score a victory.
That's a contest, I think.
That's a
That's contest.
I don't. Yeah. I didn't see anything on defense, like on attacks.
I mean, I would think like the attack would fail.
Yeah.
And then maybe there would be a
I
consequence or a new
consequence.
aspect, or yeah.
maybe an aspect or
Like I defend-
a free invoke of something.
Yeah.
like fail with consequence, so it'd be like maybe he's really off balance now because he
Yeah,
like
so I'm just
threw
gonna
and
give,
it was-
instead of
Yeah,
making
it's
a
like
new
off
aspect, I'm gonna
balance.
give 2 free invokes of off balance now.
Okay, here we go. Conflicts. Okay. Wait. What the fuck? This is. Oh my god, there's so much. Turn order, the exchange, full defense. If you want, you can forego your exchange for full defense. Blah, blah, blah. Resolving attacks. Successful attack hit.
Enzo's probably sitting back like giggling right now where everyone's slipping around in the crease. Just being super childish about it.
Actions so many times.
All right, so I think with attacks, if you succeed on the defense, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Okay, let's go with that for now.
Because that's what it looks. That's what. There's no like if you succeed X amount over a defense. Like
Yeah,
there's
no.
nothing like
That
that.
makes sense to me. It's fine.
Yeah,
You
we
just
can
you
definitely
just
look
succeed.
that up later.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing else. Yep.
All
That's
right, I think it's your turn.
it. Okay. Cool. So yeah. Sorry about bogging that down. It's just we didn't really like.
So he just turned around and attacked
And failed.
somebody else.
And I guess I cannot invoke the mono y mono stunt because he decided to go against somebody else.
Uh-huh.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's why it's a stunt.
Well, in that case, I'm going to invoke my standing up for the small guy, seeing that he is
Okay.
like going for
Totally.
my friend Zoe, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you going to fight?
Hand of fate point over.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Cool.
Well, you gotta hand it over because
Oh, you have to hand it over.
he
okay.
would literally have to give one back to you.
Alright. That's mine as well.
Because I'm like, I thought we were gonna have a fair fight here, and then I just try to pile drive him right in the head.
All right. Yeah.
So
go ahead
that's
and
a
roll.
plus
I'm gonna
6 on top of it.
Defend with my fight skill.
Well, that's 3 successes and a fail, so 2, so that's 8.
Jesus.
I got +5, so you inflict a.
He could also invoke the grease.
Yeah, if you want to invoke.
No, I'm saying that the bad guy could because.
Oh, that's already been invoked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I can't do the off balance because he didn't go for me. So
Yeah, so that's going to be a 3
Three?
shift hit.
yep, 3 shift hit.
Do you have anything else that you want to add on to make that a bigger hit?
Maybe a stunt. If I guess I could make a stunt out of this.
Yeah, and again, you don't have to make a stunt out of everything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really.
That in and of itself is already a really good.
Yeah, I don't really have any. I'm just like kind of just like smacking him right in the side of the temple, just like just standing over him, like, come on, I thought we were gonna fight.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're inflicting a 3 shift hit on him, so he's gonna fill out his 3.
And I'm like going back to my boxer stance.
Yeah, that definitely hurt him.
All right, that's my turn.
Give him a nice jab or nice right hook in the in the kidney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna shoot him with. So instead of like your classic stun gun with the 2 leads, I think I made like a gun that shoots these little like almost like little spiders that go like this, and they attach and they shock.
Okay.
So it's not like
Like actual spiders.
No, but like
Okay.
like robot, like just mechanical things that open up kind of like a spider.
Okay.
And so it's just like it hits and it shocks, but it's not like a continuous shock. So it's just like
Right. So you're attacking him.
I'm gonna attack him with that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. He's going to use his athletics to try to dodge this coming at him.
And I think I'm going to invoke solving problems that don't exist because he doesn't actually need help, but I'm just going to do it.
Solving problems that don't exist.
I think that more relates to your inventions.
Inventions almost
Yeah.
always work. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Or, well, I guess that is fine to use for that. But I was saying your solving problems that don't exist relates more to your inventions than to, like, attacking people.
I like the inventions almost always work. That's such a good.
That works well.
That's such a good aspect because you can both for the same reason use it for compel and invoke.
Okay, so I got
Ooh.
a
That's
3.
Man, that was a rough roll.
He got a plus. Let's see, minus.
I got a plus
1,
3.
And then plus 2. He got a plus 1, so that's still enough to do 2 shifts of damage to him.
Awesome.
Nice.
But it takes at least 3 for success with style, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you see Enzo like reach into. He's wearing.
Oh, you hit him with plus 3, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So you succeeded with style, so that should have given you also a free boost. So,
Can I get a fate point, or is that?
You don't get a fate point, but you get something that you can invoke for free. So I'm just gonna add an extra off balance invocation.
I'll invoke if he comes at me. Like I'll like be able to defend against him. So like I'll get
Sure.
plus 2.
You can do that with off balance.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So okay, yeah. So I just have like utility belt and like cargo pants and like a jacket with tons of pockets, and I just have and like a messenger bag, and I just have like stuff in all of the pockets. And so I reach into one and pull out this little like it's almost like a catapult like handgun. And so I just like pop the little thing and go poof, and it and like just like launches one of these little things at him, and it just attaches to him and starts buzzing him.
Nice.
Okay, so you shoot him with it, and he sees it coming and tries to jump out of the way. And as he's jumping, it kind of lands on his back, but he doesn't really notice that it hit him. And he turns to you, he's like, "Ha! You missed!" And then it shocks him. He's like, "Oh, fuck!" And
Like that worked this time, didn't it?
Nice.
Okay, so he's getting shocked. He's all off balance. Yes, he messed up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and to take him down barehanded. Does he have a weapon right now?
yeah, he's got a knife.
A knife? Okay. Actually, if there's a way, I would like to disarm him. So I don't know what that would look like.
You can do that. I would say that
would be
create
overcome.
Yeah, it's an overcome action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and
You
do
pass an obstacle.
I'll say an athletics overcome.
Athletics overcome? Okay.
And he's going to defend with his physique, maybe?
Okay. And does he, and we have invokes available of his off balance. Would that help with this?
Yeah,
Can I
definitely.
call an invoke of one of those off balances?
Okay.
You see, it said it's an overcome with athletics.
Yep.
That's one of those.
And he's gonna defend with physique. Can you do
You
that?
also have a
You can
minus
do
1.
that.
Have a 2.
So that's 0 then.
Yep.
So he got a plus 4.
I
with
plus-
his defense.
Plus 6.
Nice. So that's enough to inflict 2 physical
He's
stress on him.
overcoming. He's not attacking him.
Oh, yeah, try to
that's
I'm
disarm.
going for the overcome for the disarm.
Alright, so yeah, you managed to disarm him.
That's a succeed with no cost with a 2 shift.
Yeah. And,
And I'll
Yeah.
just keep that knife in my hand if possible. Yeah.
yeah, you can do that.
So I have a weapon now. Yeah.
So he is now disarmed of his knife. And I'm
It's
going to say
his turn.
it's his turn.
Actually, if I wanted to, am I like a zone away from the bar? Like
From the noodle shop?
yeah.
Yeah.
And if I move away, if I leave the zone, is there any like opportunity attack sort of thing, or no?
I don't think so.
Just
No.
I think I would like to go because I left my skateboard behind.
Sure.
And especially now that I have disarmed him, I'm gonna go into that zone.
Yeah, you can totally do
where
that.
my skateboard is. Yeah.
So you go in like the side door or something.
Yeah. And so I'm basically retrieving my skateboard at this moment.
Because
Okay, cool.
if there's not a side door, you'd have to go into 2 zones.
Yeah. No, it's the next zone over, so you can definitely get in there.
There is definitely a side door, and you would know this because
Yeah.
this restaurant is a
a
hideout
hideout,
for
yeah.
the messengers. You would know all the entrances to this restaurant.
Yeah, you're able to get in, no problem.
Cool.
And
So just dip out of there. You don't really see what I'm doing right now.
yeah, so he's been disarmed, and I don't know if that should make a boost or not, because technically he still has the same +4 fight skill without a weapon.
Yeah. I mean, well, that would be like a stunt. Would probably be like he uses a knife, like that's a stunt or whatever.
Yeah.
But since he's not, like he's just fighting, like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like how he used,
That don't bring a knife.
Yeah,
to
so like he wouldn't be
fight.
able to do that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Sure. So he's just going to be like, fuck. And he's going to go running after you, and he's like, coming into the restaurant after you.
What?
Because he wants his knife back.
Hell yeah.
This guy's a punk.
And
This guy's a
this is
straight
like-
up punk, dude.
He runs into the restaurant.
I'm like right there, like, you want to fucking fight? And he's
You
just
see
like
him.
running from me.
You see him chasing after you, and he's like fucking knocking tables out of the way, knocking customers over.
Oh, no,
This
this
is-
guy.
And he's
Not
basically,
good.
Oh,
and
no.
he's just coming at me to attack.
He's coming at you.
Okay.
He's gonna attack.
Is
He
it,
did
is,
not-
it, is it okay, y'all, if I invoke the other off balance? I mean,
Go
I,
for
I
it,
don't wanna
man.
Be, I don't want to be hogging.
This
all
guy
of it,
is like, oh man, I'm so upset with this
but- okay.
guy.
And can I just defend with athletics?
Yeah, you can defend with athletics.
Okay.
Anything that
Or
says
fight.
defend.
Anything that says defend that would make sense in this scenario.
Okay. Just do the plus. Invoke 6.
Nice.
He got a +3.
I have +9.
Holy shit! How?
He got 3.
4, 6 with the invoke, and 3 successes.
Nice. Which one did you invoke off balance for
Off
the
balance.
second time?
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
need to invoke anything.
So he goes chasing after you, and there's just so many like chairs and bodies
I'm figuring this
and
out.
tables in the way that he just like he can't quite get within range of you. You can't keep up with you, and you're just kind of like barely outpacing him. So he's coming after you.
I think you can invoke things after you.
I was realizing.
Okay,
that.
yeah, is that,
Yeah.
I was wondering if we
Yeah,
are
you
able
don't have to invoke them
Okay.
before you. You
Okay.
can roll and then see how you do, and then decide to invoke stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's my turn, then I'm gonna.
We'll still say it.
I am like really angry, and because this is my restaurant,
Oh, yeah,
and
so
I don't
you
want
can
this stuff. And he's like coming into the
Invoke
back
and
room.
invoke. Yeah.
He's probably like making his way through the kitchen, I imagine, to like get his side room. So I run in there and I grab him and like with my physique, I want to try to drag him out and throw him out of the back door.
So, are you trying to attack?
I'm trying to throw him out of the restaurant and back into the alley with my physique.
Okay.
I mean, it could. Would that be an overcome?
I'll keep. I think because what options does it give you for physique? Because I think physique might be kind of.
Yeah, you can overcome with
passive?
physique and
Can you?
create an advantage. Physique's more about like how much of a beating you can take.
Oh, is okay. Maybe would it be
So
athletics then?
Athletics, probably.
Oh shit. I don't have really good athletics. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna deck this guy.
Okay.
And you can maybe always mix it up later if you want to be able to do that.
Yeah. Trying to think if I want to make a stunt.
On his defend too.
That's bad.
So he's just straight up using fight to defend.
Yeah, and that's fuck. Okay, so that's -3 plus 1, so it's -2.
It's negative
Fuck.
2.
So wow, we both had shit rolls. Mine's
You got +2 overall.
+2. So
So you tied with him.
succeed at minor cost. Oh, no, that's an outcome. An attack is 0, so I guess nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I try to get him, and he manages to dodge or something.
You give him a strong punch, but he manages to like just kind of take the hit, and it doesn't really hit a vital part of him, so it doesn't really affect him much.
Super blocks
It stings, but it doesn't hurt him.
Now you come into my restaurant after wanting to take a fight with me, and then you're just chasing this guy when I am going to fight you?
You should have invoked like restaurant or noodle shop owner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
It's like your home turf, dude.
If I fight on my home turf, that's like a random stunt, though. Like I could
No,
invoke.
not stunt. Isn't that part of your high concept?
Oh, can I invoke my high concept?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, then fuck yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a
You're
fate
doing
point.
+2.
Yeah, like this is my fucking restaurant, and so
So-
that's so I
it's
get
a
2
plus
more
2
than that.
success.
It's a
Yes.
+2.
Yeah.
You rolled it. You tied before.
You
so
tied,
you get
yeah.
a 2.
Yeah, dude, you can always invoke your high
I
concept.
didn't even think of that. Okay, so I'm invoking my high concept. I'm like, this is my fucking restaurant.
He's gonna take a mild consequence, and I'm gonna say you go ahead and clock him right in the face, and now he has 2 black eyes.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And he's just like, oh, my eye!
Come on, let's fight.
And he's like, looks at you, and he kind of like spits and is like raises up his hand. He's like, all right, let's do this.
All right, so I'm mono e mono. So your action now.
All right. I think I'm gonna use. Resources to create an advantage by I'm gonna go into the restaurant after everybody, and I'm gonna use like a chair to
I'm just like looking at some.
like push at the back of his knees
I mean,
to create an advantage.
this
Okay.
is like the cheat sheet. Look at it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Wait, no, to invoke an advantage, it gives a
create
plus
an
2.
advantage.
It creates
Yeah,
a
so
plus.
you
It
don't
creates a
have to-
plus
you-
2.
It just happens.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to roll anything.
So it's basically an aspect, right?
I'm gonna
Like-
do another
Is that
off.
what resources is? Using objects in the environment around you?
I think so. It says create an advantage is one of the things, so
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
I think that's what resources is. That's why I grabbed it. Because
See here.
as an inventor, I'd like to be able to grab things in my environment to make things.
Yeah, creating an advantage is invoking an aspect for free.
What do
So
you think
if you
resources is?
create,
I don't
if there was an
know.
aspect, if there was like a situational aspect that's like around or that you create, then with the create an advantage, you are allowing somebody to or you to invoke that aspect for free.
Resources describes your character's general level of material wealth in the game world and ability to apply it.
Oh.
Oh, there's also boosts. This might be a boost. I wonder. I forgot about boosts. Hold on. Look these up.
Oh. Well, I guess that's not one of my abilities then, or not one of my skills.
Yeah, I think you're more going for...
Type of aspect.
I mean, that's not even something you need a skill for. That's when you're creating an advantage, you can just do that.
Okay.
I guess you could use your athletics to, like, move a chair. I don't know.
I'll just maybe resourcefulness is what I actually thought it was. Can I just add resourcefulness as a skill?
Meaning...
I don't know, you just find resources easily.
Well, I think we'll have to talk about that more.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and throw him off balance by hitting him in the back of the knees with a chair.
Okay. 1 second.
I think there's still a role for creating an advantage.
I'm trying to read about it right now. So boost is actually you get a boost when you're trying to create an advantage but don't succeed well enough, or as an added benefit to succeed especially well in an action, you get to invoke them for free. But as soon as you do it, that effect goes away. So I think when you create an advantage, maybe there's like a roll against a passive number that the GM creates,
Right.
and so I think so. You get a boost when you're trying to create an advantage but don't succeed well enough. Okay, hold on. I'm keep reading. I'm still reading about it.
Well, in that case, while we wait to figure that out, I will just use the catapult shock spiders again.
Okay. He's gonna use his athletics to defend. +3.
Oh god, that's awful. Okay, I failed. He successfully defended.
Okay.
My shock spider missed.
Okay, is it me?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe y'all can let me know how this would play out. I think this might be an opportunity to use my aspect in deep with the messengers.
Okay.
Because I would imagine that there would be others of us hanging around at this single stand, being that this is a base for us. So maybe this would be a time for one of them to jump in and help.
Okay. So you want to spend a fate point for that?
Yeah, and then what would that give me?
I'll say that they will essentially help you by giving you a +2 to one of your rolls.
Okay, so if I wanted to take that opportunity to like make an attack on them, they would
Yeah.
be helping me by providing a
Be
distraction.
flanking you.
Okay.
Be flanking him.
So this would just be a fight roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're attacking him in melee again?
Yeah, and then would I be able to wait to like use that if I wanted?
Sure.
So I'll just make the roll first, and then if I needed,
Yeah,
They would
so
jump
I
in?
would
Yeah.
I would give that back to you and
so I
use
can
it
I
when
can
you're
I can
gonna
wait
use
to
it.
use it. Yeah. So we'll see just in case. So I'll start with this. Yeah. So I have +4. No, +3.
Okay, he's got +5.
Okay, and then I will use mine.
So you want to
And this is when I would
tie?
Because I'm down by 1, right? Because I'm at +3.
You said you're at +3.
Yeah, because I had 1 down.
And he's at +5.
Oh, was I at 3 or 4?
You said
That's
3.
2, I had 1 and 2 successes. Okay, and then tie would just be the same thing. It wouldn't accomplish anything.
You could succeed with the cost, but you'd also have to spend another fate point.
So I would be spending both of these fate points. Or I could just miss.
Yeah, or you could just miss.
I think I'll just miss.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's all I do.
Alright. And then it's him.
Yes.
So, he's looking at you, Marcus. Or should I say Frederick. And he's now like, alright, you want to do this one-on-one, mano-y-mano? Let's go, bro. And you're back out in the alleyway at this point. Yeah, he's going to take a swing at you. Feeling like I'm having a hard time coming up with other stuff that he will do.
We went in the alleyway?
We're in the alleyway?
Him and Marcus did.
Oh.
Oh, so I would have had to come out to attack
Yeah.
him? Okay.
I assumed you just did that as part of your
Okay.
action.
Yeah, I would have come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed when they
Saturday.
went out there.
Yeah.
It happened. I don't remember when, but it happened. So he's got a +4 to his fight, and you can roll
My
fight
defense?
for defend or whatever, however you want to defend.
I'll defend with fight and. Oh my god!
Rip.
So that's 0. What was his?
His was
That's 4
+4.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my 4 stress
Nice.
to kind of absorb that, like I don't know, like if you like kind of gut punches me, I'm just like, boom.
Yeah.
4 fails on the dice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like kind of absorbing it with my pot belly of steel.
Yeah, he's like, you got the jump on me last time, but if it had been a fair fight, might have ended differently.
Also, I've been reading about create an advantage, and I found numerous points of roll to create an advantage, but it has there's no way. It says whether you're discovering something that. Yeah, I'm trying to find like how do you roll to create an advantage.
It'll either be against active or passive opposition, and
I guess
if
so.
you fail, there's just no advantage, and you've used your
Yeah,
action.
I guess so. And but as a part of that, you can create aspects that can be invoked for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now is my turn. After having absorbed that pop, here we go. And so, I'm going to invoke my final and last fate.
Okay.
And as I mano-a-mano fight this guy.
Alright.
Come on, baby. Nice. Okay, that's plus 6. So that's 1. That's 7 total.
Cool, he's got +5. So he's gonna he's gonna use up his 4 stress box
All right.
for that.
So how do I? Oh, he's going to use up his 4 stress box. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's still in this.
All right. Nice.
He's still
like I'm going.
Yeah.
All right. It's my turn.
Enzo.
All right. I'm gonna grab a tablecloth from inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna throw it over the guy and blind his ass.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you're going to create an advantage using... What do you want to use to do that?
Crafts?
Sure.
Because I'm being crafty.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do you need the ladder number of how powerful a passive?
I'm
should
going to
be?
say that he's just average.
Average. All right.
Or that's just average, because it's not hard to do that.
Okay, well that's a 2.
That's better than what you needed.
Succeed with no cost.
Yeah. So he now is blinded by the cloth.
Is that so that's an aspect
Yeah.
that I can invoke. If I
Yeah,
want.
that's a free invoke.
All right. Sweet. Yes, we did it. We created it. We did the proper way of creating an advantage.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. And so was he looking like he was getting his ass kicked? Like,
He looks like he's
He's
holding
super
his
strong.
own against Marcus, but that he's got a black eye, like he's taken a pretty good hit to the head.
okay, but he's not. He's still going strong. He's not really on his last legs.
Getting there.
Okay. I'm just trying to decide if I see him. Actually, you know what? This would be an appropriate time. I would like to actually attempt to convince him to stand down because he is losing this fight and he is outnumbered.
Okay.
Perhaps using my aspect Softy at heart to help with a possible rapport roll.
Yeah,
To
you can
basically,
do that.
basically convince him that this is a losing battle.
Yeah, go ahead and do
he
that.
should surrender before we kill him.
He's going to defend with.
Or that could also be a mental stress as well.
He's going to defend with will. Well, yeah, I'm going to consider it mental stress. But yeah, I think he's going
Okay, so it's basically
he's going to defend with will.
+1.
Well, you can invoke after.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't spent it yet.
Ooh.
Okay, so that would be.
Damn.
So I'm at a 0.
Okay, he's at +2.
He's at +2, so I can't really do anything. So that fails.
And he was rolling at a +0.
Yeah, unless I could spend the blinded by the cloth because
I don't think that would be useful in this. I think that would be.
It would be a little bit of a
useful
stretch
for
because he would
physical.
be because it would have to be he would be more compliant to this because he is blinded and bewildered. But that could definitely be a stretch. So I'm perfectly content to let it fail
Okay.
and hold on to my point.
Yeah.
All right.
Try to convince him, but he can't really hear you because there's like cloth around him.
Damn.
And it's a busy street.
And it's a busy street.
Ah, that's a good point. Feeling sick.
I think the grease isn't a limited number of evokes. I think it's just an aspect of the terrain now.
But a boost
While
gives you
I-
a free invoke, or like an
Yeah,
advantage
while
gives you
I
a free
like
invoke.
agree with that technically, I think in terms of the way creating an advantage works, it'd be
Well-
kind of unfair if you could create an advantage that just lasts the whole fight.
Okay.
Just that the way like the mechanics of the game works.
I feel like he could invoke it too, though.
That's
Okay.
true.
Like
Yeah.
it's invocable by anybody because it's
If you
just
guys,
an aspect of the terrain.
yeah,
now.
if you guys want that to be a thing, then. But the thing about that is that he will invoke it every time, and you guys will invoke it every time, so it'll cancel out. It's just more numbers to add.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain aspects of this game that we need to read more
I think
about.
one thing that it says in the book is generally like if things cancel out, like if you're just adding stuff for the sake of adding it and doesn't have an effect on the game, there's not really any point to it. Like I like that you actually use that to benefit you once, but I think just having everyone be able to benefit from it constantly is not going to change.
Maybe it evaporated already because it was
Possibly.
Or maybe both of us know where the grease is. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
It's got a
like we
certain
moved away from
Right,
the
like
grease.
it's lost its surprise factor by this
Yeah.
point. Like everyone knows where it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It's a big
it's his turn?
Johnny's turn.
Okay. So, what's he gonna do? He's gonna use provoke against you,
Okay.
which he has at +2.
Okay.
He's gonna be like, "Why don't you fight me one-on-one like you said? Why you got your goons helping you?" And you can
So I
defend using your will. Or
Okay, I'll use my
if you
will.
have something else that you think would work.
I will use my will. Nope, not gonna reroll that one.
Going to invoke his blinded by the cloth because he's not very intimidating. Looking like a ghost with a
No,
shield.
I'm good. I
You can do that.
well, I could. Do I have to? If I learn his role, can I not do it? Or
No, you should.
Yeah,
you
you
can
can-
still do it.
Okay.
So
Well,
he's
you
got a
can wait to
+4
see if it makes a
right now.
difference. Yeah.
okay. And is this an overcome action or an attack?
You're
action?
defending. He's
I'm
attacking you.
Okay, then I have a +4 as well. So
So it cancels out.
cancel that. Yeah. It's zero shift. No mental stress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice job.
So it's like,
What do you say back?
Like I kind of look at you guys like, I got this. Thanks for your help, though. And I look at him like, all right.
Can't see you, but
All right, then. In that case,
he's looking at you through the cloth.
then in that case, I go in for the boom, the headshot,
Yeah,
right there,
boom
invoking
headshot.
the free action of the blanket.
All right.
So I'm sure it'll knock it off once I hit him.
Blinded by the cloth.
And the free aspect, and so that's +6 in my fight. That's success, fail, so that's 6 total.
Okay, he got success, fail, fail. You got +6 total.
God damn it!
Oh no, that's success, and only one fail, so you got plus. So that'd be +5. Sorry.
Jesus.
Wait,
Oh,
what you said you had success, fail, so it evens out, and you have +4 to your fight,
But then +2 with
and
the
+2. So yeah, you got one shift on him,
All right,
which he has. That is his last physical stress.
last stress. So I'm sure I knocked off the cloth.
Yeah, you
like,
knocked
come on,
the
buddy.
cloth right off of him.
Knocks cloth up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
nice.
So, Enzo?
I guess I'm gonna use my investigate and see if this guy has any particular weaknesses or anything.
Sure.
If he's like
for-
limping or
Yeah,
if he has like a
it says for creating an advantage, you can discover an existing.
Oh, you're creating an
situation.
advantage.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
taking yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and.
or another character's aspect that you did not know about. So I'm trying to see. If
Yeah, go ahead and roll. I'm gonna say your opposition is not active; it's passive, and I'm gonna put it at +0 because you're seeing him fight. So
ooh.
Okay, so +3.
cool. So yeah, you
Succeed
know
with
that
additional
he's
benefit.
he's kind of favoring like fighting with his right hand. He looks like he's not really using his left very much. So you can tell that he's like maybe got like a broken knuckle or something on his left hand.
Okay.
Or you know what? Let's say he's limping a little bit. So we're gonna say sprained ankle. Well, bum leg. He's got a bum leg.
All right, I'll shout and point out the bum leg.
So y'all now can freely use the bum leg aspect.
Nice.
Alright, I'm getting tired of this guy, so I'm just gonna like kick him.
Sweep the legs.
I might sweep the leg. Let's see. Fight roll. Well,
Wow.
Oh,
that's that's a +5 to start.
okay.
Are you gonna use a bum leg or? Well, you guess you can wait.
It's fine.
He's got a.
You don't have. It's a free aspect. You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
it's free.
It's an
But then I could
Okay.
also do something.
Excuse me. He's got a +2 right now.
Okay.
So you do 3.
You could also wait and invoke it on a defend if you need to.
That's true. Yeah. You
So I
can.
think I'm just gonna, and this is just hit for 3 in the current state.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
three
you're
shift.
succeeding the style.
Okay.
Well, it's a 3 shift.
Oh.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is a
So
good attack.
succeeding. Wait, you did how much total?
3, right?
It's
Three,
a-
3 above his.
Yeah. 3
What's
levels
your-
defense.
Yeah. So my
Regardless of his, what's your total?
current total is 5.
+5. So yeah, you got 3 above him. So that's succeeding the style. So you
Okay.
get to create a free boost, right?
So well, that's for that's
Boosts
for
are-
outcomes.
Boosts are +1. So yeah.
Yeah. So it says succeed with additional benefit, and then it's also the 3 shift on attack. It's an attack, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely an
Yeah.
attack.
So he's gonna have to use up his moderate consequence box, and I'm gonna say that he's got a. Where do you hit him?
Probably in the other leg.
Okay. So
And
you're
what-
not, weren't you invoking his
Yeah. You have to invoke.
bum leg?
No.
Oh, you're
That was
not,
without
you weren't
that.
okay, so you hit him in the other leg, and as you kick him, his knee kind of like.
Would that do
buckles.
like more damage if I invoke the bum leg?
Yes, that would be enough to do a 5 shift hit.
Okay.
It's severe
And then you'd have to
consequence.
use his severe consequence.
Is that cool? If I just use that, y'all, and just kick the
If
shit
you
out of him.
want.
I kick the shit out of him
Okay,
using that.
so
So I sweep the leg.
you hit his leg so hard that you actually break his shin, and he's now got a broken leg.
Yep. I'm just like stay down.
I think it's the combat's probably over after that, unless he tries something else.
I mean, he's technically still in it, but he's like, like flight or fight response right now, like adrenaline pumping, like one more hit and he's out.
Did he fall down, or is he still standing there?
He fell down.
Is he gonna try to
He's
get
currently
up?
down. Yeah, well, I mean, it's
Well,
his turn, so.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
it's
his
his
turn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what he's probably going to do is concede, which I don't know if you guys have read about that yet, but he's basically going to, exit on his own terms. He's going to be like, "You fuckers! Like, I'm gonna come back and get you."
If a character has all consequences and physical stresses or whatever filled in, are they like dead? Or like
They're
Ow.
it's up to you. You can
Okay.
at
Yeah.
that point they are like out. They can't do anything. They can't defend against you. They can't leave.
okay.
You can decide to imprison them, or kill them, or do whatever you want with them.
Okay. I'm like looking at his 2, bum thugs that were with him. Like, get yourself up and get out of here. Don't ever come to my ramen shop again.
Yeah. So he's like the two.
If I see your
bums-
face again,
The 2 bums stand up.
these 2
and
will be the
they,
least of your fears.
They're like
Most of
still
them.
pretty dazed, and he's like, "Help me, you idiots!" And they like come over, and he's like on their shoulders. They're like dragging him away. He's like, "You messing with the wrong family."
I don't want to ever see your face here again. Never at my noodle shop.
I'll just smile a little bit and say, make sure your family gets the message.
Okay, that was great. That went very well.
Hey, there we go.
You did it.
A first little Fate one shot. I think we learned a lot about the game and what we need to know and what we should know.
Yeah, I think the good part is we fleshed out a lot of the world.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna read up a lot on uses of skills.
That's like, I think, like, especially when we get to like combat or like whatever. It's like the nitty gritty difficult things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop